So, as sort of a chaser to that, this next song was written specifically to be a happy song. It was part of Masters of Song Fu, and that was the prompt, write a happy song. And I just finished reading Mr. T's autobiography, Mr. T by Mr. T. If you can find a copy of it on Amazon Marketplace, do it, because it's the best. Like, my favorite quote is he says, "So for the children, my advice to them is be a scientist or a doctor or an astronaut because everybody can't be Mr. T." And I think that just picked my spirits right up, and so I wrote this song. It's called I Pity the Fool. I used to get upset over giant paper cuts and math equations. Nothing stuck in my craw more than dogfights and shopping malls and tax evasion and stupid vampire movies and home foreclosure and paparazzis and 50 Shades of Grey and doing my taxes and losing at Yahtzee. But anymore, these things don't seem to bother me. Ever since I started hanging out with Mr. T, he told me to stay out of drugs and drink my milk and treat my mother right. And I pity the fool who disagrees. I disliked Lady Gaga for her wacky costumes and that stupid hair of hers, and it felt like J.K. Rowling conspired to kill off all my favorite characters. I disliked all the people I had to ride with on the commuter bus. If Nancy Grace and I were to meet, I would have kicked her in the uterus. But my attitude has had a total overhaul since Mr. T told me how to forgive them all. He said, let the naysayers neigh, I don't care what they say, it's all jibber jabber anyway. And I pity the fool who cannot rhyme. He said, I must move on, got to help more kids and got to spread my knowledge. I said, T, please don't go. He said, hold it, kid, you've graduated college. He said, you know all that I know, I can't teach you nothing, I swear it's true. Go out and live your life because there's so much goodness in the world for you. You go watch as Bob Ross paints himself some happy trees, and those happy cows on TV make you happy cheese. And then he dug in his spurs and rode into the sky on that thing from the Never-Ending Story. And I pity the fool who messed with T. Thank you very much. One of the things I learned on tour with the Doubleclicks last time is that you can't do like the Townsend on the ukulele because it's small and sort of awkward. But you can do this. It's like starting a musical lawnmower. It's just the best feeling. Because then it segues like so naturally into ta-da! It's really nice. I'm going to make that my move. So when there's a sign language for ukulele player in the American Sign Language, it'll be this. That would be so lovely.